morning, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here with you tonight. Our department absolutely enjoys sharing the highlights of school dining with you. Tonight we're going to continue to tell our story. You've been listening for the past few years to us talk about all the nutritional changes that have been taking place in school cafeterias. You've heard me boasting about how Southwestern City Schools is ahead of the curve. I've talked about how we've been introducing our customers to whole grain products, dark green and red-orange vegetables, and even legumes long before other school districts. For our department, the next logical step was to tell our story and share information about school meals to every person involved in the educational process in Southwestern City Schools. How many ways could we communicate our new concept? There were all of Southwestern's typical methods of communication, but most important to us was how we would communicate this to Southwestern's people. Tonight I stand before you feeling very proud of what our department was able to accomplish. Our expectation was for a presentation to reach every staff member in every building. In order to meet that goal, we created a PowerPoint presentation. That presentation outlined the new look of school meals, complete with pictures and a written script. Our head and lead cooks were then asked to deliver the PowerPoint presentation at the building level opening of school year meetings. The presentation introduced everyone to the updated nutritional direction of our district's meals. While this was a bit outside of the box for some of our head and lead cooks, it was important to let the individual buildings know that the information needed to produce high-quality, nutritious meals was known and understood by the people that would be preparing breakfast and lunch. We have provided more than 40 hours of professional development for our head and lead cooks. We've taken them through every aspect of our new menus. We have provided them with information that they have needed, and we have asked them in return to provide that same training for their individual kitchen staff, thus creating a smooth transition to 21st century school meals. I'm happy to say that our new school menus are well received by our customers. Through January, we have served over 1.2 million lunches, which is on pace with last year and paving the way for another successful year. I don't know if we're ever going to see a time when the student customer is happier with reduced fat ranch or romaine lettuce instead of iceberg, but I do know that we're introducing our diners to fresh, wholesome, good-tasting foods. I've asked Christine to talk to you about those good-tasting, wholesome, nutritious foods, where they come from, how we get them, how we offset our bottom line by the foods that we choose.
Good evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share some of the good things that are happening in food services. Tonight, I would like to speak to you about the value of commodity foods in school lunch. My goal this evening is to illustrate exactly what this looks like in Southwestern City Schools so that you can fully appreciate the impact on our students. It all begins with the United States Department of Agriculture. Nationwide, 15 to 20% of the food on school lunch trays is commodity foods. Originally conceived in the 1930s to help stabilize the farm economy, it was installed in the National School Lunch Program in 1946 and has been a fixture ever since. Farm fresh foods are first purchased in the form of bulk and unfinished products. There are well over 100 products from which to choose, everything from ground beef to canned peaches to cheddar barrels. Over half of all commodity foods are then sent to our participating processors. The processing program allows the state distributing agency and eligible recipient agencies, such as school districts, to work with commercial food processors to convert bulk commodity foods into more convenient, ready-to-use end products. Bulk commodities, like cheddar barrels, you see there, are usually delivered to manufacturers for further processing. Land O'Lakes is just one example of a popular manufacturer. The cheese is processed into a variety of Land O'Lakes products, then made ready for delivery to our schools. In addition to the substantial financial savings, other benefits of processing commodity foods include greater appeal to children, improved food safety, meeting child nutrition standards, menu continuity, convenience, and reduced labor hours. How do schools get commodity foods? There are three basic levels of involvement: Allocations and purchases begin with USDA Food and Nutrition Service. Next, the state distributing agency acts as a liaison between the Food and Nutrition Service and the local school food authority. Finally, the local school is the beneficiary of these allocations and transactions. Moving on, let's examine how this plays out for our school district. To begin with, some of the familiar brands offered to us through our state agency each month include Red Gold, Riches, and Smuckers, just to mention a few. The availability of these particular products has reduced our own expenditures by $150,000. This is just the beginning of our overall savings. The foods represented on our menus by these brands come in a wide variety of products, including cooked vegetables, light fruit cups, whole grain rice and pastas, marinara sauce, reduced fat, reduced sodium cheese and sandwich meats, and whole grain breakfast items. We also participate in the Fresh Fruits and Vegetable Program for schools. USDA's Food and Nutrition Service partners with the Department of Defense Produce Business Unit to buy and distribute fresh fruits and vegetables to schools. This is something that was added, I believe, in 1996 with the military that was already delivering produce to their bases, and they added the schools into that program. And we were part of the pilot in that program, so we've been involved in that all this time. And we are proud to offer fresh fruits or vegetables daily in all of our schools. Our fresh produce allocation has reduced our expenditures by $125,000. These products are delivered through the local D&O produce company. In addition to the monthly commodity offerings and our weekly produce distribution is our direct diversions of bulk commodity foods. Our district created agreements with 6 different manufacturers for this school year to process mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, turkey, chicken, and beef. The 6 manufacturers we chose were ConAgra, Schwann's, Bosco's, Jennie-O, Tyson, and JTM. The selected products are delivered to our schools each week throughout the school year according to what items are on each menu. Let me remind you that all of these products are reduced fat, reduced sodium, and whole grain rich. 4,000 pounds of mozzarella cheese went to ConAgra Foods to produce Max Pizza Quesadilla, the Max Sticks cheese-filled breadsticks, and other Max Pizza products. Our expenditures were reduced by $6,000. 23,000 pounds of mozzarella cheese was sent to Bosco's Pizza Company, reducing our expenditures by $36,000 for Bosco's stuffed crust pizza and the ever-popular Bosco sticks. 30,000 pounds of mozzarella cheese went to the Schwann Food Company, where we get Big Daddy's and Tony's pizza products. Our expenditures were reduced by $46,000. 3,000 pounds of turkey was sent to the Jennie-O Company, where it was used for sliced turkey and turkey burgers. Our expenditures were reduced by $3,000. We do a great deal of business with Tyson Food Service. Tyson products are a student favorite. 84,000 pounds of chicken was sent to Tyson for chicken patties, nuggets, tenders, and grilled chicken breasts. Our expenditures were reduced by $61,000. JTM was the recipient of 30,000 pounds of beef and 5,000 pounds of cheddar cheese. This provided the district with taco meat, spaghetti meat sauce, and macaroni and cheese. Our savings was a total of $76,000 at JTM. In review, you can see the reduction of expenditures for our school district is well over $500,000. Our commodity partners are helping us provide the high-quality, good-tasting foods to our customers that they have come to expect.